We're back. We've let Cody air up for a few minutes here. Now what we're going to do is we're going to spend a little bit of time working on shoulder in, shoulder out.
Yes, sir.
Okay? Shoulder in, shoulder out is an intermediate exercise where we start to get some control of this front end. Now this really helped us with our steering wheel, didn't it, Serena?
Absolutely, yes, sir.
You know, Cody in the beginning, you know, he was just green to some extent. That's a big part of it. Just didn't know what to do. But a lot of these, I'm going to say it, heck with it. A lot of these gaited horses struggle with that lateral steering. They're good if you're going in a straight line, but when you start taking them off into circles and things like that, especially small circles, they really struggle. So shoulder in, shoulder out. What we're looking for, Serena wants to be able to pick up on him and basically collect him vertically. And we're going to tip his nose off, I'd say at the maximum 45 degrees, at the very most, probably more like 30.
Right.
Okay? Then she's going to put her leg on. So if she's got his nose tipped to the left, she's going to put her left leg on, and we're asking him to push his shoulder off at a 45-degree angle, sort of ahead of his hip. So, you know, if my body was his, we kind of want him kind of like this. His head's tipped technically the wrong way, and his shoulders are going off of our leg. So this shoulder in, shoulder out exercise helped us get a lot more control of his steering wheel.
Yes,
that way when you actually put your outside leg on, you can do something about it.
Correct.
In the beginning, you know, you pull the rein where you want him to go, and you might tap him with that leg, but it just doesn't mean much to them if they don't really know how to move.
Right.
Okay? So let's walk him around the pattern. You know, I'd probably start on the path, and then you're gonna obviously push him off the path, and we'll get into that and see what he looks like today. Right hand a little more out the side, just kind of pull that shoulder over. There we go. There you go.
Yes, sir.
There. So at a horse at his stage, Serena, whenever you feel like, if you feel him kind of wanting to over-rotate and go further past 45, just put a little bit, like in this case, you'd put a little bit of your left leg on.
Okay.
There. Think push him up to the bridle, up and over. There, you guys see that right front leg crossing over? Nose tip to the outside. This is one of the few exercises where we're going to have the horse's his shoulders technically going the opposite way of his head. Okay? That gets the horses a lot more soft and supple. Okay, but eventually, of course, you need to be able to get the horses to spin around and look the way they're going and so on. But this helps get you a lot more softness out of that head, neck, and shoulder. Okay, so stay on the one side for a little bit, Serena, kind of get that a little bit better.
Yes, sir.
And then go to the other side. Yep, there you go, there you go. Squeeze a little with that left leg.
Yes, sir.
Yeah, yeah. So what I want you to do now, Serena, is when you're moving him off,
yes, sir,
kind of look down at his nose, then look up where you're kind of going. Look down, look up. Kind of like you're checking his head.
Right.
But more than anything, like at your stage, I want you to get good at feeling the softness, not seeing.
Yes, sir.
Yeah, there you go. There you go.
Yes, sir.
Honestly, too, when you get in a habit of that, it's amazing the things that you can feel and not see.
Right.
A lot of times when you look at a horse's head, they'll almost fool you. Like you can see the head moving, so you just kind of like, yeah, no, that's probably pretty good. It feels pretty good. But then when you look up and you just pick up on the reins, you'd be amazed of like, I kind of feel a little tension there. I wasn't really feeling that before.
Yes, sir.
There we go. Okay, let's go push him off your other leg.
Yes, sir.
Now, Cody's doing something, guys, that's kind of what we call a nice problem to have, where he tends to want to over-rotate a little bit when we're pushing him over. What do I mean over-rotate? Okay? Meaning, see how a lot of times he's moving off of that 45-degree angle? For right now, Serena, go ahead and put a little bit more of your opposite leg on. So if you push him off your left leg, put a little bit more of your right leg on just to keep him going forward.
Yes, sir.
Here in a minute, we're just going to turn that into counter bending.
Right.
Okay? That's it. So as you look up, just kind of look the way like you're going to push his shoulders. Like, where is he going to go? Yeah. Yeah, squeeze a little more with both legs, a little bit more forward. Especially on this side where he almost like stutter stops and then way over rotates. Yeah, yeah. There you go, there you go.
Yes, sir.
There. Now, for those of you guys that are, you know, when you're watching this, you know, if you're interested in coming into the Academy program, you'd really be amazed what just hands-on instruction 6 days a week really does for you to improve your horsemanship skills. You know, Serena was a standout Academy student in the 6-week program, and that's why we invited her back to stay long-term here at the ranch. Okay. And this is really what it takes. If you want to be a great horseman, you know, it takes time. It takes a lot of consistency. You know, all the little tips and things that I'm telling Serena right now, you know, those are the things that, you know, Clinton just taught us over years of practice. It just steady work at it, work at it, work at it. Okay, that is what the Academy program is designed to teach you to do. Okay, let's go do the same thing at the trot.
Yes, sir.
There we go. Yeah. That's it. Roll that right spur just a little longer on that side till it drops his neck down a little bit more. Just think a little more vertical. Yeah. So, little more resistant at the trot.
Yes,
and
sir.
we'd expect that, okay? That's not the end of the world, okay? The faster they go, the more obvious the resistance becomes. Now, I remember years ago as an apprentice, Clinton used to make us write on our hand. We'd make us write with a Sharpie. He'd write on both of our hands. He'd write 1% a day, 1% a day. Pull a little more left rein on that side, Serena.
Yes, sir.
Because you notice at the trot, he doesn't want to over-rotate as much, does he?
Right.
So you can get away, and you need to pull a little more indirect rein to get his shoulder moving over.
Yes, sir.
That's it. Forward first. Fix that first, and then worry about his face. Yes.
Yes.
Yeah, we go. Feel the difference on that one?
Yes, sir.
That's it. So you notice kind of, you know, when we were right over here around the side, you know, Serena kind of thumped him a little bit with that right leg. Why'd we thump him? We're not getting off of our leg. You know, we're going to press with the calf of our leg and we're going to ask him, but if he doesn't get off of it, we're going to back that leg up and reinforce that. Yeah. There you go. Slide your leg a little bit further forward. Wait till he gets past that fence, that way you got more room to push him out.
Yes, sir.
There. That's it. So your job as the horseman, Serena, is to think about where do I ask him to put him in the best position to do it correctly.
Okay.
Set him up for success. Push him off there. That's it. Just wait that out. There. Riding back up through the middle. That's it. Go ahead and ask him. I'll move out of your road.
Yes,
wait. Right there. Yep, right there. Forward, forward, forward. When he kind of does that little bit of kind of hopping where he gets stuck with his feet, that's where I want you to drive him forward, both legs. A little bit more range. Pick up on him just a little bit more. There, right there. See when his head kind of settles? He didn't drop down a lot, but he just kind of stopped bobbing it up and down.
Yes, sir.
Okay, get him trotting first. Now ride him back up through the middle. Now ask him. That way you've got the most amount of time. Right there, yep.
Yes.
Sit, ride him back up through the middle. Ask him there, right there. That way you've got the most amount of time to fix it. There it is. Yep, there it is. See how on that one we got out right before the little stalling. He just gets kind of stuck. As you can see, he's, you know, in his mind he's Michael Jordan, but not exactly. It's all right. Shorten up your range just a little bit here. There you go. There. Yeah. Forward. There you go. Riding back up the middle. Ask him right there. Release. So I would go away, turn loose of his face a little sooner. Okay. Just wait for him to get the movement. If he's getting a little hung up, there we go. Yes. There we go. Just get past that. If he's kind of getting where he's kind of wanting to stall and hop up and get stuck, yes, sir. Focus on the feet first, and then we'll come back and get the face later. And we might not get his face real soft in this first session. That's fine. There. Yeah. So you notice, guys, big difference when we went from the walk to the trot. At the trot, he's got quite a bit more resistance here. Okay? And that's why we practice it. Sit riding right back up the center. There you go. Push him over there. Release. Yep. There we go. That time what I liked is see how he like way over rotated? Yes, that's kind of good for us at the trot right now, isn't it? Right. Because that's not what he's been doing. So he's a little polar opposite at the walk and the trot. Yes, sir. Push him off there. Release. Yep. There we go. We just kind of backed up a step and just get moving on his mind. Yes, sir. Once he's doing that consistently, then we might try to go back and just work on getting that little bit of that vertical softness that we want. Yeah, good. This is such a great example, guys. Like, you can't let, like, resistance, don't let that discourage you. Don't let that feel, oh, you know, I'm a failure. Everything is supposed to go smooth. Not everything just goes smooth every day. There are plenty of days where, you know, if I'm teaching Serena something new, she's just not good at it on day one, okay? And if she's frustrated and comes to me like, I just felt like I sucked at that. Usually my answer is, well, you did suck at it, but it's your first day. You get what I'm saying? I don't think I've ever done anything for the first time that I was any good at it. It takes repetition to get really good at this kind of stuff. There you go. There you go. Let's go off your other leg a little bit. Yes, sir. So I'd probably stick with just getting the feet moving at the trot for another session. Okay. Then in another session, I'd come back and see if you can get a little more softness in his face. He just needs to get more confident about moving away. Yeah. Yep, there you go. A little more coordinated this way, isn't he? Yes, sir. There we go. So, for any of you guys that still don't believe that horses have two sides to their brain, a left and a right, Exhibit A, okay? See how much more coordinated he is on this side? He's way more soft and supple on this side. It's not like he's never done it before on the other side. It's just not as good at it, okay? He's just more coordinated this way. It's more natural for him. Yeah. That's it. That's it. Not bad. Not bad. Riding back up to the center. Let's draw into a stop. Okay. Good stop. Nice. Okay. Okay, so we focused a little there on when we got to the trot, we kind of had to take a little bit of a step back. Yes, we had to kind of just focus on just getting him to move off. Right. So we tried it kind of the way we'd like to do it. Right. And kind of just tried to duplicate the walk. Yes, sir. had a little bit of resistance there, not the end of the world. You did the right thing as far as when he's resisting you, you just keep focused on driving him forward, driving him forward. A couple times you kind of had to kick him a little bit.
Yes, sir.
It's not that we're trying to get in a fight with him, and we're definitely not trying to punish him, but he's just got to go forward.
Right.
You know what I mean?
Right.
I can't get him shoulder in, shoulder out is not up in the air, right?
Yes,
okay.
sir.
So you just ride him forward. So when you guys are watching this, or if you're practicing this yourself, the key there is forward motion. When they're getting stuck like that and they don't want to move off your leg, they gotta go forward. Don't think about get angry. Well, how do I stop him from doing that? You don't. You make him go forward and you ask him again, okay? So we'll let him have a little think about that, and that's one we're gonna chip away at every day.
Yes, sir.
Okay? Now, are we worried about that? No, because we got another 2 weeks at minimum worth of riding to get that tuned up.
Right.
Okay?
Right.
There's not a long way to go with that one. We'll have that knocked around in no time.
Yes, sir.
Okay?
Yes, sir.
Any questions on that one before we wrap up?
No, I think you covered my questions that I had. Was if he's kind of not wanting to go forward like that, instead of pulling more on my rein, just get forward motion.
Yeah, driving with your legs.
Yeah.
And it seems counterintuitive to put that opposite leg on when they're doing that, because you are blocking them to some extent.
Right.
So you got to be careful about not leaving it on. But if you're getting like way over here like this, left leg to get them going forward,
yes,
then
sir.
once they're going forward, you can back it off again.
Right.
Okay?
Yes, sir. That was
Good
my
job.
question.
We'll let him have a little think on that. We'll come back to something else.
Okay, thank you.
Okay?